Today, on Starfield Essentials, I review a new paid creation from one of my favorite Quest mod authors. This is Codos Crater by the Milk Artist, available for 300 credits on Creations. I'll give an overview, warnings, my conclusion, and spoilers at the end. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Overview. Codos Crater is an achievement-friendly creation. The last creation that I reviewed by the Milk Artist was Barista Sciences Institute. I enjoyed that one, like all of the Milk Artist's Quest mods. You might recognize the name Codos Crater as belonging to a beverage sold in the settled systems. In this creation, Codos Crater is also the name of a brewing settlement on the moon Codos, which orbits the planet Aquila. This is another example of the Milk Artist taking a small hook in the Starfield universe and expanding upon it. The premise of the Codos Crater creation is that the player decides to apply for work with Filburn Agriculture, the Codos Crater brewer. Their office is located in Aquila City. I spent too long wandering around Aquila City before finding this location. Thank you to GameMaps.com for the hint. I entered the Filburn Agriculture building and spoke with Catherine Filburn.
I'm Catherine Filburn. I oversee some of the logistics for Filburn Agriculture. I'm assuming you're here about the job opening? Of course. Security Chief of Codos Crater is a dangerous position.
Catherine hired my character as the new security chief for the Codos Crater facility on the moon of Codos. Like all the NPCs in creations by the Milk Artist, Catherine was professionally voice acted and had a fleshed out backstory. Beyond the dialogue related to activating the quest, Catherine also shared some family history and interests. Once on site, I checked in with Brenna Gardner, the lady in charge of the brewing operation.
Well, you made it to the crater in one piece. That already puts you ahead of most recruits. Facility is already in lockdown, so I'll make this quick. I'm Brenna Gardner, brewmaster, project lead, and the one who signed your hazard pay. Before we bring you on, I need to know you're not a complete liability. Humor me with a quick interview. Tell me, what's your angle coming out here? This isn't exactly a plum posting. Wonderful, another comedian.
What? Did she not just say humor me with another interview? That's what I was trying to do. Anyway, I dropped right into the action while speaking with Brenna. The Shaw Gang attacked the facility and disrupted brewing operations.
Not again. Looks like the Shaw Gang decided to cut the interview short. Congratulations, you're hired. Now grab your weapon and push them back before they do serious damage.
Those familiar with the vanilla Freestar faction quest will surely remember the Shaw Gang. I love these integrations with previous Starfield content. After the battle, I did some damage assessment, and then Brenna sent me to meet Rowan Ferguson.
Over here. Thought they might have gotten you on the way in.
This led to the most exciting and innovative aspect of the creation. It was extremely combat heavy, possibly due to my use of the Bedlam and El Jefe combat AI mods. I'll say more about that in the next section, and demonstrate gameplay in the spoilers section. The climax of this main quest is a massive battle with the Shaw Gang, as they again try to disrupt brewing operations. Due to the size and setting of the settlement, I really enjoyed this combat. But this was not the end of the creation. There were two other side quests, which were also really fun. The first involved trying to retrieve a recipe that had been lost in a card game. I started this quest by speaking with Caleb Tran. I found him when visiting the modest player home that Brenna offered for my help defeating the Shaw Gang.
Hey, you're new around here, right? Perfect. I could use someone who isn't tangled up in local politics or Moonshine debts.
This quest offered an investigation-based set of tasks that could be resolved peacefully. The last quest centered on negotiating a dispute over a medicine derived from local flora. I started this quest by speaking with Dmitry Popov, a scientist sitting in the local bar.
Yes, you. You'll do just fine. You've got the look of someone who can handle a bit of trouble. Name's Dmitry Popov, Reliant Medical Field Researcher.
I really enjoyed interacting with the locals, who were the pioneers in using sage shrub for medicinal purposes. This was another example of expanding on common items in Starfield and giving them more background and purpose.
Excuse me.
Hey, hold up a second. You got that stranger in town look about you. I'm Jan. My brother Evan and I run the greenhouse in the crater. Just wanted to ask about your little conversation with that Reliant lackey. What was that about?
Next, warnings. I had some technical issues with a specific location in this creation. I think it may be the result of conflicts with one or more mods. One of my favorite parts of the Codos Crater included action in the import tunnel. I found that after the first round of combat, when I had left a trail of destruction in the tunnel, I had extremely long loading times entering and exiting the location. This made me wonder if a mod like Bedlam might have added more NPCs than the location or game engine could handle. I was able to work through this situation with save management. I did bring it to the attention of the milk artist. I'm curious if anyone else encounters a similar situation. I found one minor issue during the main quest. Brianna offered my character a rest, accepted my decision to rest, but then powered on with the tasks.
You've done more in one day than some of my so-called security have in weeks. You've earned a breather if you need it. Fair enough. Just don't take too long. The Shawls aren't known for waiting their turn. The Shawls locked down the export side.
I found a minor issue with the second quest for recovering a recipe. When I decided to buy the recipe, my character apparently didn't get it. I tried delivering it to Caleb Tran, but he sat there with a marker over his head. I had to reload a save and try another method.
Okay.
Finally, I found another minor issue during the third quest. When I collected sage shrub samples for the scientist, the game did not remove them from my inventory after I delivered them.
I suppose that's only fair. You've done me a real service here. I may have need of your sample collecting services in the near future. Until then, it was a pleasure working with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should gather my belongings and return to my lab.
I was able to sell them to the scientist again, for a profit.
Yes? Ah, excellent.
I reported all of this to the milk artist, so I expect to see fixes for them in a future update. As I said, the last three were minor and did not decrease my enjoyment of the creation. Next, conclusion. Codos Crater is another fun addition to the quest mods published by the milk artist. Just beware, there's a serious amount of combat required to complete the main quest. Check out the spoilers section later to get a feel for it. The POI is a nicely modified version of the facility occupied by the Terramorph in the UC Vanguard quest, plus enhancements and alterations. If you've done that quest though, you'll recognize parts of the facility. This is a great way to bring back locations from the main game that most players only encounter once, if that, per new game. I highly recommend this creation. I think you'll get at least 2 hours of play from it. At 300 credits, that's a bargain in my book. Thank you, the Milk Artist, for your work. For full disclosure, please know that I was about to buy this creation, but the Milk Artist sent it to me for review. So, thank you for the review copy of this creation. And thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. We just got our 40th member. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There's no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives for capturing footage and to buy creations to review. Perhaps not this time, but I have a ton more waiting in my queue. Next, spoilers! I want to show you where to find 2 security keys or cards that you will need in and near the import tunnel. So here's the first one. Grab that import storage key. That'll unlock this door right here. That has the quest objective that you're trying to find after you use the train. And there's the objective.
Here they are.
Now there's a second part of this quest where you have to reactivate the train. You come over here and you're going to throw that switch, and right below it, you might be able to see it there, there's a yellow card, EM utility key. That's the key that you need when you go outside into the tunnel and you activate the train. Now let's look at an example of the combat in the import tunnel. This is so much fun. The best part of this combat is that you're on a moving train. I couldn't believe this. This was so fun. And at first I thought I had to take out everyone, but then I realized, well, the train is moving, so maybe I can just get past these guys. But look at them. The Shaw gang is everywhere. And I'm sitting there just trying to shoot and take them all down. Oh my goodness, this was such a great idea. This is another example of innovative mechanics from the Milk Artist. And if you've seen some of my previous reviews, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's always something that's cool that's added. Look at that. They're just firing away. And by the way, I'm using the TN's Plasma Laredo mod. That's why you're seeing all that green plasma there. So the Shaw gang uses those Laredo weapons, so this pairs very well with this mod. I absolutely love this. There were also opportunities for combat with the train when it was stationary, and later when it came back down the tunnel. So this game mechanic was so awesome. Well done, the Milk Artist. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. Oh, check it out. I'm going to start throwing some drones at these guys. This is the Modular Explosive Delivery System by Coradic. I said, alright, let me get my drones into the fight. Anyway, if you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the word shrub. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos, and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.